What is up, everybody? It's Copes here, and today I'm back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, we're going over the 8 new locations and which I like the most. I will be ranking them from worst to best, of course, like I do throughout all of my videos, but this is like a top 8 list. I couldn't find 10 locations, and I didn't really want to add like one little meteor strike location because I think that's just stupid. But all these locations at least have a couple buildings, or if they don't have a couple buildings, they're at least, you know, respectable locations in my opinion. I want everyone to tell me what you like the most about this new update and where you are landing most of the time. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Let's get into this list. At my number 8 spot, I would give it to the new Tilted Towers. I feel like this is just a little bit too hectic for me to go to, and I like the more wide open spaces where I can build and there's not people camping in houses. Or I don't like getting in gun battles where someone's above or below me and I have to like kind of listen in and figure out exactly where they are. In Tilted Towers, I feel like that's a huge problem, and that still is a problem. It's a little bit easier to hear people when they have the hop rocks, but I still find this very annoying, and I personally don't really like going to Tilted Towers anymore. I used to. I thought it was a fun challenge, but right now with the hop rocks, it's just a little bit annoying. There's really not enough building materials for me to like sit there and try to get into a build fight with someone who has a hop rock. They're just most likely gonna destroy me. So that's why I really don't like Tilted Towers too much as of right now. I still think it's a decent location, and if I was in like duos or squad, maybe I'll land there and have some fun, but other than that, if I'm going for a win, I probably won't land there. At my number 7 spot, I gave it to Rusty Reels. And do you guys remember what was in place of Rusty Reels? All those houses. There was like two houses, like you move down 15 feet, there's another couple houses. I really love that about Behind Welling Woods, I call it. I don't know if that's the actual term people use, but basically in place of Rusty Reel, they got rid of like a lot of amazing spots that you could land at. I feel like this really took away the more newbie players' favorite places to land, because right now it's just like a mini city. So many people are landing there, and you're gonna have to get into like a ton of gun battles. If you liked what was here before Rusty Reels was added into the game, I would suggest going to the motel. It's a great spot. Not many people go there, and you can loot up so much. I go there all the time in my streams. People honestly tell me to stop landing there, but I just can't stop because it's such an amazing spot. I actually uploaded a video where I got 3 chug jugs from 3 chests landing there. That was the luckiest. I mean, I've never gotten that lucky before. I don't even think I've gotten 2 chug jugs from opening up like 10 chests in one game, but I got 3 out of 3. But Rusty Reels, all in all, I think it's a decent location. I am still a little bit salty that the old locations got taken out, but I think if you want to land there and get those hop rocks, the battles are going to be a little bit easier because you're gonna know where people are inside the house, unlike Tilted Towers, because the houses are a lot smaller, or it's not really a city, it's more just 4 houses or 5 houses, and then there's that middle meeting ground where most people fight at. I really do think this is a decent location. It's definitely not my favorite though. At my number 6 spot, we have a location near Junction. It's basically one hangar with a couple houses near it. I really think this would be a good spot to land after you go Junction, or if you wanted to land there and then go to Junction after you're looted up and try to get some kills there, I would suggest doing that. When I was in theater mode, I did see someone landing here, I'm pretty sure. If you look at the gameplay maybe like a couple seconds back, or maybe it's right now, I don't know exactly. But there might be some people going there. I feel like if you're a decent player, you'll most likely be able to kill them. And then if you go into Junction, you can kill whoever's there most likely. Because let's just be honest, the best players aren't going to Junction. But I really do like this location. It's a really nice little spot to get some decent loot before you go somewhere else to get more loot. But you could probably get maybe an AR, a shotgun, maybe some minis. There's a couple chest spawns in here. At my number 5 spot, I had to give it to the prison, and I do think the prison is a horrible spot. I do think it was a horrible spot, and I still dislike this spot. but the number 4 and 5 spot kind of work together in my opinion. So I'll just mention my number 4 spot and then we can talk about both of them at the same time. So at my number 4 spot, I gave it to Moisty Mire. If you guys like landing at a location that isn't gonna have a ton of people going there, I would say go to Moisty Mire. The new Moisty Mire is insane. There's so many different buildings and like towers and set pieces everywhere. There's like recording stations for TV shows and everything. It's super cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, I mean, you can look at the gameplay in the background, but if you want to go in game, trust me, it's pretty badass in there. But if you want to go Moisty Mire and then go to the prison afterwards and maybe clean up whoever is there who's last alive, I feel like you could definitely do that. Or you could go to the prison and maybe find yourself a vending machine, and since you can get so much wood from Moisty Mire, I feel like you can get any sort of item from the vending machine. And if you want to go to prison after you go to Moisty Mire, I feel like you could grind out brick or metal very easily inside of the prison and get enough materials to get whatever gun you're looking for. But I think these two work together pretty well. I don't think they're necessarily the best locations just going there solo without having the plan to go to the opposite one, if that makes any sense. At my number 3 spot, I had to give it to Dusty Divot. Don't get me wrong, this location is awesome. I think it's really fun, but the only problem I have with it, it's a little bit too hectic. And I like when things are a little bit too hectic sometimes, but if I'm landing there every game, most likely I'll just rage off because at the end, I'm just going to die over and over again. And one major problem I have with it, let's say we're not landing there. But, okay, first off, sorry, we're gonna land there. We're gonna land there. If someone has a sniper, they're gonna be sitting on the edge of Dusty Divot and they're gonna be sniping in. I've seen this so many times, especially in late game. If you're running there, let's say you want to get some hop rocks to get out of Dusty Divot quickly and move across the map to get into the circle. You're going to be sniped at or shot at from outside of Dusty Divot so many times it'll make your head spin. I really dislike that about it. I think that's pretty annoying, but that's more of the player's problem. I would suggest going around the edge of Dusty Divot and you can get tons of kills. But I don't know how many times I've gotten into like 5 or 6 gun battles and won like 5 of them, but then that 6th guy kills me because it's just way too many people. It's way too many scavengers coming in afterwards, finishing yourself up, finishing you up after you've killed like so many people. That's one problem I have with it. I think it's a little bit annoying, but it's definitely not the worst spot to go to. At my number 2 spot, we have the cave house. I'm gonna call it the cave location. So basically, it's really close to Snobby Shores. I guess I could call it like the launch spot. I don't know exactly, but there's a rocket launcher there, ready to, you know, be fired somewhere. Probably used really well with some clickbait. I wish I would have used it when I uploaded a video about this, but I did upload a video showcasing this and I got like 5 or 6 different chests in this location. I really feel like if the battle bus isn't flying directly over this, you could probably go there without anyone going there. If the battle bus is flying directly over it, people might see it and not know exactly what it is, so then they will go there themselves. But if you want to go try it out, I would definitely suggest doing that. It's a really awesome spot for the more passive players, and that's who I think the majority of players are. More passive, I would say maybe 60% of players are more passive than they are aggressive. But honestly, I think the cave house or the cave hut, the launch spot, the missile spot, fuck it. But I do think this is a good location. I really do, especially for the more passive players. And then you're gonna have to most likely run into the circle pretty far. But if you get like a good circle and you want to land at Snobby Shores and then go to this spot, I feel like that's a really good rotation to do next. At my number 1 spot for my favorite spot, and honestly a building that kind of reminds me of something that you'd see in Minecraft, we have the Lonely Lodge Mansion. Can you guys disagree that this thing looks exactly like it was built in Minecraft and placed into Fortnite with Fortnite graphics? I really do like the design. And there's some, like, there's this underground location that had a couple chests, and it felt really nice going inside there, even in theater mode. It felt like I was just sitting at home, like in a Minecraft base. I really like that location. But this location, it is for the more passive players, I would say, for sure. If you want to go to Lonely Lodge and then go to this location, it'll probably already be looted, so you'll most likely have to land here if you really want to get the loot. Then you could probably go over to Lonely Lodge. And I don't really think many people go there unless you're playing with like Alex Ramy in a game. I don't think anyone else is going to go there. But tell me what you guys think about all these different locations. What is your absolute favorite location added into Fortnite? Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.